Happy Sunday, everyone. This is a mixed ability class, and it's just a general all-round workout with a little bit of focus on some spinal mobility, some glute work, and a little bit of abdominals in there. I'm actually practicing for my final assessment, which I'm going to send off this week, hopefully. And this is the class I'm doing for that, so I'm practicing with you guys today. So I hope you enjoy it. Now let's get started. So we're going to start off getting our feet into a hip distance apart. So I put my feet together, kick my toes out to the corner of the room, and then the heels follow, which gives us a nice hip distance apart there. We want our nice even weight distribution throughout. So just have a little minute to sort of make sure that you're not leaning forwards or backwards or on one side or the other too much. So nice and neutral alignment. We're going to have a slight bend in our knee. So we're engaging our quads. Putting our hands onto our hips, and we're just going to rock through our pelvis, so coming all the way forwards and all the way backwards. Keep moving like this, all the way forwards, and then just kicking it out at the back, just releasing our lower back. And we want to find that nice neutral pelvis position for a nice neutral spine alignment. See there. This position changes from everybody day by day. So from in the morning to the evening, you might have a slightly different position just depending on what you've been doing. So all the way forwards is your point A, all the way back is your point C. You want to rest in a point B, just slightly somewhere in the middle, slightly tucking our bow under there at the back. So hold that position there, standing nice and tall, taking our shoulders up, back and down, away from the ears, releasing our neck gently. I'm going to focus on some breathing. I want you to put one hand on your ribs, one hand onto your tummy. Take a lovely, nice, deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Feel the way your hands move when you do this. Keep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Taking nice, deep, full breaths in and exhaling all the air out. Once more, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Notice where your body's moving here. Now this time we're going to breathe in. And as we exhale, we're going to engage our tummy muscles, really tightening them in. Engaging our core. Hold it tight like that. Keep breathing in. And then out. Noticing now that when you're breathing in, your hand on your ribs is still moving and the hand on your tummy stays nice and still. So the same for when you keep breathing out. That's called lateral breathing. Once more, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Nice, deep, full breaths. Well done. We'll start with a little bit of warming up, some mobility. We're going to start with our head and our neck. So we're going to take it down from side to side. Releasing any tension you might have there. When you're ready, take that into a forward semicircle, going down through to your chest, up to the other side. Maintaining that lovely pelvic neutral in your soft knees. From here, take your head looking up to the ceiling, feeling the tension on the skin, not too far back, and then looking down at the floor. Keep going like this. And down to the floor. Lovely. So circling now our shoulders up, forwards and down. So we're coming nice forward shoulder rolls. Think about how that makes you feel. Are they tight? Are they crunching? And then take them the other direction. So coming up and back and down. Once more, we're going to come into alternate arm raises. So coming up, press back slightly if you want to, and then the other arm. Getting some mobility into our shoulder joints. One more. And we're going to take this into a circle. So taking your arm up and around, keeping your body facing forwards for now. Other arm, back and around. Nice breath control here. If you want to keep going and follow that around with your body for a twist, if it feels good, go for it. Watching that top arm as it goes around. It's more comfortable to stay facing forwards, that's also fine. Last one. Bringing both arms up to the side, forwards and down. When you come back up, when you come up to the side, you can press back slightly if that feels good too. Keep going like this. Forwards, wide, forwards and down. We're going to add a little pulse at the top now. So we're going to pulse, 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 forwards and down. Come up, pulse, 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 forwards and down. Keep going. Up, pulse, 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 forwards and down. Last one. Up, pulse, 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 and forwards and down. Bring your arms all the way up, fully extend, looking up. And I'm going to take them out to a V shape here. And what I want to do is I'm going to bring our elbows together into a W shape. We're not pressing our belly forwards to try and meet the elbows. We're just going to do it nice and gently, holding that nice neutral spine. Just bringing the elbows down, pushing your shoulder blades together, and then extending back into that V shape. Taking your time. Think about that lovely position we talked about. So you've got your feet and hip distance apart, your pelvic neutral, your soft knees. Hi, Ollie. Catch up. So you're in your hip distance apart. You've got a pelvic neutral. We're just doing V to a W shape, pressing our elbows behind us there, but trying not to lose that nice neutral spine. Lovely. We're going to come into a knee raise with the opposite arm now. We're going to take our left leg and our right arm coming up and lower. So you come back down with your feet into a hip distance apart, coming up. I just realized I haven't pinned myself, so you're going to be on the video. Give me a sec. And I'll mute you. Carrying on. So keep going with your opposite knee to arm. That's better. And down. So when you bring your foot down, we're going to be bringing it back down to our hip distance apart. Do 4 more like this. 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold that knee up. We're going to have hands on our hips and just circle the ankle here. And the other way. Keep that knee up. You can tap down at any point if you want to. We're going to come up and we're going to circle out and around. Keep going in these circles for 3, 2, nice controlled movements. 1, change direction. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that knee up. Now we're going to tap forwards, side, behind, and then a knee raise. Keep going. Keep that nice soft knee in the supporting leg and lengthening through the other leg. So we've got 6 more like this. Squeeze your glutes as you come back. 5. Nice breathing. That's 4. 3 more. Lengthening through the leg. 2 more. Feeling that in the supporting leg slightly by now. Last one. And plant the foot. Shake out your legs. We're going to do the other side. So we're going to come up with the opposite knee to arm, and then just placing it back down and that hip distance apart. Nice control movements. 4 more like this. So 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to come back up and hold that knee, circle the ankle. Don't forget to have a nice soft knee on the other supporting leg. Change direction with your ankle. Bring up the opposite arm and we're going to circle out for 4, 3, 2, last one. We're going to change direction. 4, 3, 2, last one. You can hold it up there, that's great. We're going to do the same again. We're going to tap forwards, side, behind, and knee raise. Keep going. Keep it nice, straight and strong through the leg, squeezing with the glutes. 6 more. Chest up. 5, 4, 3. Nice natural breath. 2 more. Last one. And palm that foot down. Give it a little shimmy shake. We're going to keep our feet in that nice hip distance apart here. We're going to come down for 8 Pilates squats. So we're coming down, chest stays up, and lift. 7 more. Make sure that you've got your weight in the right place. You should be able to lift your toes off the floor here. 4 more. 3, 2. Last one. Lovely. Okay. Bringing our palms together. Take a nice deep breath in. As we exhale, engage your tummy muscles and contract your core. And then we're going to take a breath in. And as we come around, holding that tight core, we're going to twist ourselves around to our left. Inhale, return to the center. Exhale, twist round to your right. Inhale, return to the center, keeping your hips facing forwards. Let's go again. And center. Last one. And center. Taking a lateral stretch now, coming over to our left. Holding it there, getting a lovely stretch down your right side. Sorry, yeah, left, and then right. I'm doing mirroring my lefts and rights, so I get really mixed up. Just do one side then the other, really. It's hard enough to know your lefts and rights anyway. And back to the center. Coming into a half roll down, so keeping our feet hip distance, nice soft knee, remembering that pelvic neutral. And we're just going to inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming halfway down. So chin comes to your chest, and then you're going to roll through the spine until your hands meet above your knees, just arching your spine nicely there. And then we're just going to look up, push our belly down to the floor, and then have a nice stretch of the spine. So you can do that in your own time. Push yourself up to the ceiling, curve through your vertebrae, and then push your belly down, chest comes up. Keep going like this. Taking nice natural breaths when it feels good. And when you're ready, we're just going to take a nice deep breath in and then exhale, roll ourselves all the way up to standing again. Roll out our shoulders, soften the knees. We're going to come into a full roll down now, so hands come up, inhale. Exhale, rolling halfway down, all the way down. Chin to chest, curving through every vertebrae till your hands come to the floor. If you want to, you can bend your knees here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring one hand up to the ceiling. Following that hand with your eyes. And then exhale, bring that hand down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, the other hand comes up. Follow that hand with your eyes. And then relax, release the hand to the floor. Take a deep breath in. And then roll yourself slowly up to your standing. We're going to come into our main phase now. Hopefully you're a little bit warmer. We're going to start off with a plank sequence, which I'll show you first, and then you can come with me for the next bit. So I'm going to show you how we're doing it here. So we're going to come up, fully extend, rolling down through the spine, hands come to the mat, walking out into a preferred plank position. You can be on your elbows, or you can be on your arms beneath your shoulders. You can stand, you can use your fists if that's more comfortable for you, if you have any issues with your wrists. If you're coming with me. Oh, also you can drop down to your knees if that's more preferable, as long as you keep the nice straight structure in your body, so you haven't got any dips or arching. You could also do it in a box position if that's better for you. So you decide which one is better for you. And if you're coming with me, we're going to go into a full long-armed plank. And I'm going to lift and lower, alternate legs, lift and lower, keeping your neck in line with your spine, no sinking down and no bottoms up in the air, and a nice straight plank here, okay? From here, I'm dropping my legs down, and we're going to do a press up. You can also do this in a box position if that's easier for you. And we engage our abdominals and we just drop down and up. Or if you're coming with me with a 3/4 length, keeping the arms next to your body. So you inhale, engage your core, exhale, coming down. We recover, and then we can come up, tuck our toes under, walk ourselves back to our feet, and then we're going to roll up and go again. So we're going to do that twice, okay? So when you're ready, take a deep breath in, make sure your feet are hip distance apart, you've got your pelvic neutral. Exhaling, and we're curving down through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. So our hands meet the floor. Take your elbows in each hand and then just have a little sway from side to side. Some nice breaths here, releasing your neck. Hands come to the mat, walking into your preferred plank position. Make sure that you're nice and straight and strong. Take a deep breath in and exhale, engage your core. When you're ready, we're going to lift and lower. Pointing that toe across the room and lower. Squeezing that leg long and strong. Lift and lower. That's 4. We're going to do 4 more. 3, 2. Last one. Sink your knees here. We're going to do 2 press-ups. So inhale, exhale, engage your core. We're coming down and down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Sink back onto your knees, recover. And breathe. Coming up onto our toes, pushing your knees up, walking it back to our feet. Inhale, and then just rolling up slowly, controlled movement. Bring your hands up to the ceiling. And we're going again. So we're going to exhale, chin comes to our chest, roll it down. Nice and carefully, controlled movements, hands to the mat. Walking into our preferred plank. Nice and straight and strong. Inhale, exhale, engage your core. We're going to lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. 4 more, lift and lower. Nice controlled movements. 2 more. 1 more. Sink your knees, keep that lovely controlled core strength through inhale. Exhale, engage your abdominals. And we're coming down for 2, up for 2. Last one, down, down, up, up. Sink back and recover. From here, we're going to come up onto all fours. So I want you to have your hands beneath your shoulders, your knees beneath your hips. We're going to work one side first and then the other. I want you to have a nice straight back, no dipping, no arching. Trying to keep it nice and straight and through the neck as well as an extension of that spine. So facing down. We're going to inhale, exhale, engaging our core, drawing our belly button in. Really work that core and protecting our spine. And we're going to lift again and lower the knee. So we're coming up, the same leg, and lowering. So we're going up and lower, keeping everything else nice and still. 4 more like this. 3, 2, 1. Lower that leg. Same leg coming up, but this time we're going to bring the opposite arm. We're going to lift this leg up with a flexed foot this time. The opposite arm comes up too. And then we're going to meet them in the middle with a crunch, knee to elbow. Flexed foot comes up, thumb to the ceiling. Keep the same leg and the same arm going. Knee to elbow. So we're going to do 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5. Breathe naturally. 4, 3, 2. Last one. And bring them back down to the mat. Reset your position. Make sure that you're nice and in line. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Engage your core. You're going to bring the same leg and the same arm up. And this time they're going to come out to the side slowly. So 1, 2 out, 1, 2 in, and then down. Coming up again, flex that foot, out to the side. And in, and lower. Do that 2 more times, coming up, slowly out to the side, slowly in, and lower. Last one, coming up, out, in, and lower. And relax there for a second. So take yourself back into your recovery position. Have some breath, and we're going to do the other side. Coming up onto all fours. We're going to take the opposite leg, and we're just going to lift and lower. So pointing that leg across the room, lift, and replace. Long and strong. It's more about lengthening through the leg than it is about height. 3, 5 more. 5. Keep that core engaged. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Sink the knee back down. Reset your position. Make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders, your knees beneath your hips. Breathe in, exhale, engage your core. We're going to take the opposite arm and leg, and we're going to come out. So we're going to go up, flexed foot, thumb to the ceiling. Crunch your knee to elbow. Extend. And crunch under. Extend. 6 more. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Don't forget to breathe. Last one. Extend and lower. We're going to go for the last set, which is our lifting and then out to one side. So when you're ready, we're going to come up, keep that foot flexed, out to the side, return and lower. 3 more. Coming up, out to the side, extend and lower. 2 more. Up, out to the side, back in and down. Last one. Coming up, out, in and down. Fantastic. From here, we're just going to arch our back, have a nice stretch, and then dip the back, looking up with your chest up. Take some lovely breaths here. I'm going to follow this move with a nice mobility move of the spine, staying on all fours. It's called thread like a needle. So what we do here is we have ourselves in the same position on all fours with your hands beneath your shoulders, your knees beneath your hips. And we're just going to lean back slightly into our knees. And we're going to take one hand and thread it underneath, in between the other hand, pushing it through, twisting through the spine. And from here you come back, and then you can look up and open the chest with either a half bent arm, or you can take the whole arm up to the ceiling, following that with your gaze. Coming back through, thread through your arm, pushing it through away, and then just opening it up as you come back up. Place the hand down, take the other hand, and we're going on the other side. So coming through, push your arm away, and then coming back up, opening your chest, and looking up at that top arm. Taking nice breaths as you come through. Last one. Enjoy that stretch in the spine. And place your hand down. From here, we're going to come onto a side lying position, just a small sequence. So we're lying in a nice straight line, like an arrow. We've got our lower arm supporting our head. You may use a roll-up towel or a cushion if you want to support your neck even more. If it's a little uncomfortable, you may move your legs slightly forwards. You can have a bend in your legs if you prefer. It's up to you, but straight legs if you can. And think about stacking your hips. And we're engaging our core here. So we're working our oblique muscles and things here too, as well as our glutes through our legs. You can use your hand as a support here, or you can pop it on your side, whichever feels good to you. We're going to take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, engaging through our core. I'm going to point my top legs, my feet and my legs. Right, start again. I'm going to point our toes, and we're going to lift and lower, lengthening through the leg, squeezing with the glutes. We're not trying to come up super high, just as far as it comes to the point before it starts turning and changing form. Keep going at your own pace, lifting and lowering, controlling the move, breathing nicely. You put your hands underneath here, you should be able to feel your abdominals working, your obliques. Should be a little gap here between the mat and your tummy. And 2 more like this. And lower. From here, we're going to take a little 45-degree angle, and we're going to do a little clown move, which is a good work for the glutes. And we're just going to open with a squeeze of the glutes and close. Okay? Take your time, do it in your own pace. Nice, controlled, steady movements. Two more. And relax. You're going to come up and do that on the other side. You can turn over if you turn to. I'm just going to do this so you can see. So we're going to do the same again on the other side. One arm underneath your head to support your neck. The other hand can be a support, staying as nice and straight as we can. But like I said, you may bring your legs forwards if that's easier for balance. We want you to try and stay nice and controlled here, not wobble too much. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, engage your core. When you're ready, point your toes and lift and lower. On your own time, might feel good to slow it right down. You might want to just work some more reps into this. I'll let you decide. I'm going to do 2 more. and lower. Bringing those legs into that 45 degrees. We're going to do another little set of plants, and then we're going to move on to our abdominals. So we're going to open and close. Really squeeze your glutes as you open here, using the muscles. Work really hard, and you can really feel that. Last one, and close. Bring yourself up to a seated position. We're going to do an ab sequence to finish up our class. Well, quite a few abs moves. So we're going to start off sitting on our sit bones, our knees are hip distance apart, our feet are hip distance apart. We're sitting nice and tall with a straight back, tall through the crown of our head. We're going to think about coming back into a half roll down. So what we do is we're going to curve through the spine, slowly coming back to a place that feels comfortable for you. And then we're going to come back up into our straight sitting up nice and tall position. A good technique for breathing is to exhale on the way down. Inhale when you're at the point where you're ready to stop. And then exhale to work yourself back up to sitting nice and tall. So just keep going in your own time with your half roll down. You can go right down to the floor if you feel good doing that, or you can take it a lot less, but you can work less hard. Can't find my words today. We're going to add an arm line after this, so we do one more. Coming down, and then exhaling, coming up. If you want to add the arms, we're going to add an arm, one arm comes wide as we come down, and you can follow that with your eyes, then you come back up, close the arm, then the other arm comes down. Add a slight twist if you want to. What feels good to you? Two more like this. And sitting up nice and tall. You can continue with these arm lines, or if you are happy to keep moving on, we're going to do a bow and arrow arm. So this is a little push back and then replace. Alternate arms. Again, you can add that little twist if you want to. Come back as far as you feel comfortable. And just continue with natural breathing if that's easier for you as well. We're going to do two more of these, and then we're going to come back down a bit further onto the mat. Last one. Okay, from here we're going to just roll all the way down to line, so we're on our back, so curving through the spine, control yourself down until your arms, shoulders and head meet the floor. We're going to have our shoulders away from our ears. We want a nice neutral spine, so think about rolling through the pelvis like we've done before, so all the way forwards, you're off the mat, all the way back, your back is arching. We want to be somewhere in the middle, so we've got a nice neutral spine, flat against the mat. We don't need to be pushing ourselves onto the mat. We don't need to imprint our spine, but we just need that nice, strong position. From here, we're going to take on our knees into a tabletop position. So your shoulders are down, your back is nice and neutral, your knees are up in a 90 degrees angle. And we're just going to take one leg at a time and tap to the floor and bring it back up. Tap down and up. Keep going like this. Remember to keep the supporting leg nice and still. Try not to wobble. Breathe naturally. Really control that leg as it moves down and up. Engage in your core. Keep checking in with that core. You can keep going like this, or if you like to add a little bit of an extra challenge, we can go with the double leg. So we can take both legs down together, not compromising our spinal position though. So keeping it nice and strong. Keep that 90-degree angle as you come down. Breathe gently. Just really engaging through the core. Work those abs. Give me 2 more like this. 1, 2. Hug your knees into your chest. And we're going to do a bicycle move here. I think pretty much everyone knows how to do the bicycle move. We're just going to alternate legs like we're pedaling. And I want you to flex your feet. Good job. You can do this as fast, as slow as you want to, whatever feels good for you. If you want to make it a bit trickier, then change direction. And hug those knees in. For our final move, we're going to do a shoulder bridge, just to sort of add a little bit of spinal mobility and a little bit of glute work. So we're going to come with our feet down to the ground, knees and feet hip distance apart, shoulders are nice and stable on the floor away from our ears, hands are down by our side. We're just going to start off by rolling up through our pelvis, creeping it off the mat, gently coming up to you midway through the back and then lowering. When you've got a little bit of mobility going through there, when you're ready, you can come up a little bit further, gently coming through, and then releasing it down to the mat. Coming up, squeeze through the glutes into a full shoulder bridge until you've got a nice ski slope from your knees, your hips to your shoulders. Don't need to be pushing up further, just a nice straight line. And then releasing it slowly back down to the mat. Keep going in your own time, peeling off vertebrae by vertebrae, working through the spine until your shoulder bridge. Take some nice deep breath in and exhale, rolling it back down slowly to the floor. Coming up. Really gently control that move. Exhale down. Really squeezing with your glutes as you come up. Give them a little extra bit of work. And slowly release. Give us one more like this. And then we're going to add an arm line. So coming slowly up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Slowly as you can. Control it. Squeeze the glutes. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Down one vertebrae at a time. Control that move down to the floor. This time as we come up, if you want to add an arm line, we can come up with our arms coming up and over our head. Hold that position, take a deep breath in. Exhale, release that spine back down to the floor, keeping your arms over your head. Once you get back down to the mat, bring the arms over the head and bring them back down to the mat. We can go there again 3 more times. So we're going to roll up, hands come up and over. Squeeze. Release down to the mat. Hands follow. 2 more. Healing up slowly, hands come up over our head. Squeeze your glutes. Inhale, exhale, release. Hands follow. Last one. Coming up, hands over the head. Squeeze your glutes, inhale. Exhale, return to the mat. Hands follow. Well done, everyone. You can come into a nice cool down sequence here. So relax your legs down to the floor. Hands down by your side, take a deep breath in. exhale. First thing we're going to do is we're going to hug those knees into our chest. Just take a little roll from side to side. And then just take those knees and circle them apart from each other. And the other way. Plant your knees down to the floor. Take your left leg, plant it over your right knee. Push that left knee wide. And we're just going to roll that leg down to the floor, down your knee, down to the floor to the left side. Roll it back up to the top. Take your hands down by your side and press up into a shoulder bridge position. Not peeling like we just did, but just pressing up with the glutes and lower. Take your hands through your right leg, through to your hamstring. Pull that leg towards you. Get a lovely stretch through your left glute. I'm getting my lefts and rights mirroring right now, I think. Enjoy that stretch. Take a deep breath in and exhale, release. We're going to do the other side, so plant that leg down to the floor. Take your right leg up and over. Push your right knee wide. Rolling down to your right side. Hands can come wide. So your knee comes to the floor. Rolling it back up to the center. Hands come by your side. We're just going to squeeze up into that glute bridge. And release. Take your left hamstring, pull it towards you, and enjoy that lovely stretch there through your right glutes. Hold it there. And slowly release. Bring your left knee towards you, hug it to your chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, point that leg to the ceiling. Pulling it closer to you with your hands, then just pointing and flexing the foot. Not putting your hands behind your knee, either behind your thigh or your shins here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift your head and shoulders up towards that leg. Bring it a little closer if you can do, and pushing the other leg away. Breathe. Slowly release that leg. Put that down to the floor. Take the other knee towards your chest. Give it a hug. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Extend to the ceiling, pointing and flexing that foot. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, come closer to that leg, bring it towards you, head and shoulders coming off the floor. Push the other leg away for a bit of a deep stretch. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release that leg. We're going to come onto our tummies here just for a little abdominal stretch. So from here, you want to be on your sort of elbows, whichever feels comfortable for you. And you're going to just take ourselves down to the mat. Take a deep breath in. As we exhale, engage our core and lift ourselves up onto our elbows. Trying to keep your neck in line with your spine and then just lowering it down. If you push your hands slightly further forwards, that's easier. Further backwards is a little trickier, so it's up to you. Find the place that works for you. What's comfortable for you. One more like this, and if you want to, we can then move on to coming onto our hands. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, pressing up onto our arms, onto our hands, and lower. Two more like this. Last one. And lower. From here, take your left arm and bring your left leg towards your left glute. Give it a nice squeeze. If you want to lift it up slightly, you can feel that through your quads. Give it a good stretch. And release. Take the other leg and do the same on the other side. and release. From here, you're going to press up on your hands into your knees. Take yourself off your knees onto your toes, and we're going to do a lovely downward dog position here, giving our calves a really lovely stretch. Your heels are down, your chest towards your toes, your hips are high. And we're just going to walk slowly back towards our feet. Take your deep breath in and then just take a lovely rotation here, bringing one arm up to the top, as we did earlier. Does that feel easier now? Maybe you feel a little bit looser in your spine. Release that down to the floor. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, take the other hand up. And slowly release. We're going to roll ourselves all the way up, slowly vertebrae by vertebrae into a standing nice and tall. We're going to do another spine twist like we did earlier. So our hands into prayer position. We've got our feet in a hip distance apart, soft knees, our pelvic neutral. Shoulders are down. Inhale, exhale, engage your core. And when you're ready, we're going to twist ourselves around to the left. And then back to the center. And then the other way. Exhale, turn. Inhale, back to center. Wonder if that feels any different now than it did earlier. Maybe you're feeling a little bit more mobile. Maybe I need to keep going. Okay, so we're going to roll out our shoulders all the way back, up, back and down. How does that feel compared to the beginning of the class? And then rolling them forwards. 2 more times. Take your hands up to the ceiling, inhale. Exhale, we're going to release to the floor. Come back up, inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Inhale. Hands into prayer position and then bring them back down to your chest. And give yourself a clap. We're done. There we go. We'll stop recording. No. I don't know what I've done. Stop video. Stop recording. Oh my God, that was painful.